If your budget in Knoxville is between $750,000 and $1 million, you got options. It doesn't mean the decision is easy. At this price point, the wrong home can give you the wrong commute, the wrong amount of space, the wrong lifestyle, and even the wrong resale value that you didn't think until you closed.
And this is the kind of thing that catches a lot of buyers off guard, and maybe sellers too, because a $900,000 home in Hardin Valley is not the same thing as a $900,000 home in Sequoyah Hills. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, a house near the lake doesn't have the same kind of feel as a house in downtown, and certainly not the same price range. And a newer home in a newer area solves a bunch of different problems that aren't the exact same problems as an older home in a much more defined Knoxville neighborhood.
So today, we are going to be breaking down where buyers should be looking when you have a budget of $750,000 to $1 million. But this is not going to be like a random neighborhood list. We're going to help you think through a lifestyle, commute, home style, land, privacy, convenience, and long-term fit.
Because truly the thing is, when you're buying in that price range and spending that kind of money, you're not just buying a house. You're buying a lifestyle fit. You're purchasing into your specific life and how you want it to be shaped.
So if you're relocating to Knoxville, moving up locally, or just trying to understand where the higher end market separates itself, this video is for you.
And if you're thinking about making a move to Knoxville or East Tennessee, subscribe to Living Life in Knoxville. We help you better understand the market before you make a move.
So let's start with one very important thing buyers need to understand. $700,000, $750,000 to $1 million is a strong budget here in Knoxville, but it's not unlimited.
And truly that can surprise some people, especially if they're moving from those higher end cities with higher price ranges. You know, a lot of people think that moving to Knoxville with $1 million budget gets everything they want. The perfect house, the perfect location, a huge yard, lake views, new construction, no commute, and the most important thing, a strong resale.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes you can get several of those things, but you have to prioritize. That is the key in this price point.
You're usually choosing between these few things: location, new construction, square footage, privacy, very important, land, lake views, or that golf lifestyle, convenience, and long-term demand.
Now, a big mistake here is to compare pricing by square footage. That can really lead you in the wrong direction very fast. A home in an established Knoxville neighborhood might not have the same size as just a newer construction farther out, but the location might be harder to replace.
And on the other hand, a newer home, maybe new construction, may give you the kind of spaces that you're looking for: that garage space, that kitchen space, a good bit of storage, and that lower maintenance feeling that you're looking for.
And maybe the more modern.
Sure, they have newer finishes, those nice new countertops. That type of thing is all gonna come with those newer constructions. But it's probably not gonna be in one of those old school style Knoxville neighborhoods that you might be looking for. You might be in places like Hardin Valley. You know, you might be in places like Carnes.
Instead of asking yourself, what is the best area to live in? The question is, where does my lifestyle fit in this city?
Let's start with Sequoyah Hills and the Kingston Pike corridor. This right here is one of Knoxville's most established and recognized areas.
Buyers looking in this area really want a character home. First thing you're gonna find in those places: mature trees, proximity to downtown, proximity to the University of Tennessee, proximity to Bearden, restaurants.
Yeah, exactly. And these corridors are really full of a lot of entertainment style things, especially downtown. Downtown is really starting to grow as far as entertainment. We just opened up a cool new flower shop that turns into a cocktail bar at night. We've got plenty of things opening up in Bearden areas. There's a lot of stuff happening around this area that people really gravitate towards. Now, this is the kind of area where you go that's not gonna be necessarily for the biggest house for your money. This is an area where you're gonna go that's often playing into location, scarcity, Architecture is one of my most important things to look for in these areas because there are some beautifully built homes here. And very importantly, the long-term appeal. What's going to happen with this area? Where is it going and what's the future?
So at $750 to $1 million, you can find beautiful homes in this area, but you also need to have realistic expectations. Some homes might be older, some may have that unique layout, but you also need to understand the systems behind the finishes.
And by those systems, we mean like the roof, how old is it? The electrical, the plumbing, the windows. Is there proper drainage to the home? What's the foundation look like? What's the future of that foundation look like? Have there been any additions to the home? Were they all up to code? What's the renovation history like?
And talking about history, also in that area, there is a lot of historic homes and they require historic renovations. So that need to be taken into account if you were to buy any of those homes and think in renovating it. So this is a strong fit if you're looking for that timeless Knoxville location and you value character over the new subdivision feel. And it might not be the right fit for you if you're looking for an under warranty home, a huge flat backyard, and that 3-car garage.
And truly the simplest way to think about it is like this. $900,000 in Sequoyah Hills is going to feel more like location rather than big, eloquent square footage.
I mean, $900,000 in Sequoyah Hills is entry level.
Entry level, that is correct.
You're going to find, if you do it for that price, it's going to be under 2,000 square feet.
Yep.
And for the right buyer, it ties in perfect.
Let's move into some of the other pockets of West Knoxville like Westmoreland, Bearden, Rocky Hill, and some of those nearby areas.
Those are great middle ground for buyers who want established neighborhoods, strong convenience, and access to shopping, dining, medical, and major roads.
In this area, you're not as close to downtown as you might think, but
you're not as far either.
That's right. And you're also not getting pushed too far into those new growth corridors.
Now for local move-ups, this is when things get serious because you may want that newer home, bigger lot, that pool, or just a more polished neighborhood. But you still want to stay in the core of Knoxville.
And the challenge here is that it is very pocket specific. One street may feel, quite private, quite high end, but another pocket, maybe not too far down the street, might feel completely different.
And that's honestly East Tennessee.
Yeah, and especially Knoxville, especially Knoxville, downtown Knoxville, and surrounding areas.
Yep. This is why you have to go beyond the neighborhood name. The condition, lot, floor plan, renovation quality, road noise, driveway, and setting. All of those matter.
And this is a good fit for you if you want that established Knoxville neighborhood feel and you don't need everything to feel absolutely brand new tip-top shape.
So really, if you're searching for that more modern, open concept, huge pantry, perfect bonus room, and that 3 to 4 car garage, you might be better off looking in the newer neighborhoods. If location and convenience is your thing, West Knox pockets really deserves a look.
All right, let's move on to the Farragut, Concord, North Shore Drive areas. This is where the conversation for $750 to $1 million really takes place.
Farragut really gives you that West Knoxville polished suburban lifestyle. You have access to Turkey Creek, parks, greenways, shopping, restaurants, medical offices, and a lot of daily convenience.
Which, by the way, we have made videos on previously, so make sure to check those out. We have plenty of them to look at, and especially in West Knoxville. Now, relocation buyers generally understand Farragut quite quickly, right? Because it's a very established neighborhood. It kind of just makes sense and everything clicks. It has that established suburban feel that a lot of people are looking for when they're moving here to Knoxville, Tennessee.
At this price point, you may find larger homes, desirable subdivisions, those luxury kind of finishes that you're looking for, neighborhood amenities, and in some pockets, a lake influence setting.
But please keep in mind, Farragut, Concord, and Northshore are not the same thing. Some areas feel close to shopping and errands, others feel quieter, a little bit more private, or more connected to the lake.
So the question here comes, is setting or convenience more important? If you're looking for access to groceries, restaurant, Target, school, and major roads, you might be looking for Farragut. But if you want a quieter drive, closer to the lake, your search might shift closer to Northshore or Concord.
And Farragut also has quite a bit of name recognition in the area, so resale is going to be quite easy for that area, 100%. But still, the home does have to make sense with what you want. A strong area does not fix a weak floor plan. A bad lot, maybe some deferred maintenance, or a price point that doesn't really match the area that it's being sold in.
So this area is really good for buyers that are looking for a proven demand, convenience, and suburban lifestyle. And a suburban lifestyle that feels established.
All right, next, let's talk about Hardin Valley. This is where a lot of buyers look if they want that brand new home feel, that modern layout, and access to a lot of growth.
Hardin Valley is very popular because it has a lot of new construction. That will give you the big kitchen, the bonus room, the neighborhood amenities, the sidewalks, modern systems, and a more current feel.
Now, compared to Sequoyah Hills, the money here buys something very different. In Hardin Valley, your budget goes more towards layout, garage space, functionality, and some of those newer finishes.
And that difference matter. And no one or the other, it's better automatically. They just serve different buyers. And that's where you need to be clear of what you're looking for and what's your lifestyle before you start looking for a certain neighborhood because it has a certain school zone.
And Hardin Valley can make a lot of sense if your life is connecting you to West Knox, Oak Ridge, Pellissippi Parkway, or the airport side of town. Think Alcoa. But because that area has a lot of growth, traffic and infrastructure both need to be a heavy part of the conversation of where you're buying.
And for how long are you going to be in that house? Because then again, it's growing. So that means there's a lot of new builds and you're going to have a lot of competition if you end up putting your house on the market in the next 2 years when you're going to have another subdivision coming up with a cheaper price than your already existing home. And something that I suggest strongly is drive the commute before you fall in love with the house. Because then we go see the house, you love it, but then you realize it's 50, 60 minutes from work. So do that math before you fall in love with the house. And not only the commute, because we might see a house Saturday morning and the commute is very light, but comes Monday at 8 a.m. So look for the rush hour and see how long your commute is going to be, how far is the school, pick up time, weekend errands, plan all of that. So when you do find a house, your lifestyle will be really complete.
Hardin Valley is the type of place for you if you want new construction, specific school zones, neighborhood amenities, and that practical suburban lifestyle.
And it might not be your best match if you're looking for that historic charm, mature landscaping, walkability, or that very private acreage feel.
Now, let's talk a little bit further out. Let's talk about places like Blount County, Tellico Village, the Tennessee National, and the lake or golf style lifestyle.
And this is where the conversation really changes because you're not only picking a home, you're really picking a lifestyle.
And for some buyers, East Tennessee is all about mountain ranges, golfing, lakes, that outdoor living, or that slower paced lifestyle while still being within reach of downtown Knoxville.
Communities like Tellico Village and Tennessee National attract buyers who want golf, marina access, lake views, social club, more of a resort style environment.
And at $750,000 to $1 million, we can definitely find homes in these areas. It just depends heavily on timing and inventory. Newer homes, golf style living, lake influenced properties, outdoor living spaces, and neighborhoods built around amenities all enter the conversation around this price range.
The trade-off though is commute and cost to structure. If you need to be in downtown Knoxville, UT, or the airport often, test a drive more than once. Again, time of the day, rush hour or not, day itself. It's weekends better than weekdays. All of those can be or can become a heavy drive if you're not clear on your commute.
And you also want to understand things like the HOA fees. Those are going to be pretty hefty. Club memberships, marina fees, golfing fees, architectural review rules, amenity fees, and property maintenance. None of these things are bad by any means, but you need to be well aware of what you're getting into prior to falling in love with the house and the setting.
Now, don't get us wrong. These areas can be amazing for the right buyer, but they can also be frustrating if you end up buying in a lifestyle that you actually don't use.
Now, let's move to a couple of different areas. Let's talk a little bit about Maryville, Alcoa, and Blount County. These are also pretty important areas for this budget.
These areas make sense for buyers that need access to the airport or would like to have closer access to the Smokies, want a strong community feel, and want a slightly different pace than Knoxville.
And now Maryville has become really popular with relocation buyers because it gives you that East Tennessee feel that everybody's looking for, that scenery, and Knoxville is still within reach depending on where your life is centered.
In the $750,000 to $1 million range, you will find homes with more space, mountain view in certain pockets, newer construction opportunity, or quieter settings that you may find closer to Knoxville.
The real question here truly at the end of the day is, does the location fit your lifestyle and your needs? And more importantly than that, your daily routine. Because if your work, your school, or your family is mainly in West Knoxville or downtown Knoxville, you need to be incredibly honest about the drive that it takes you to get there and the traffic.
So really, this is a great fit if you need to be closer to the airport, you want mountain access, you like the community feel, and more breathing room. But it is not for you if you need to be in Knoxville every single day.
All right, and with that, let's talk a little bit about South Knoxville and the Lakemore Hills.
South Knoxville has changed a lot. For buyers who want outdoor access, proximity to downtown, trails, breweries, river access, and a different kind of Knoxville lifestyle, this area has become much more interesting.
You have IAMS, the urban wilderness, parks, local restaurants, and a quick access to downtown Knoxville.
We do have a full video of South Knoxville that you can go watch if South Knoxville is the place for you. At a $750,000 to $1 million budget, buyers may find unique homes, also modern builds, also renovations. In some places, South Knoxville, you'll get views, privacy, or even a setting that feels less traditional than Farragut or Hardin Valley.
And Lakemore Hills is worth taking a look at if you want that more tucked away feel, with your mature surroundings and larger lots in certain pockets while still staying connected to Knoxville.
Now, this area tends to be more of personality driven. Some buyers see it and immediately understand the appeal. Others realize they just want more of a traditional subdivision, sidewalk, and more predictable lots.
And that's why the right fit matters in this specific price point. The same budget can point you in so many different directions here in Knoxville.
So just to make this practical, if your budget is $750,000 to $1 million, let's start by your lifestyle. And then we start looking for the neighborhoods.
First and foremost, what do you want your Monday to look like, right? Because everybody tours homes on a Saturday, Sunday when it's nice and quiet, everybody's at home doing their thing. But the real work shows up on Monday.
And it's like, where do you work? Where do you shop? How often are you downtown? How often are you at the airport? Do you want to be near restaurants, lakes, mountains, schools, medical office? Those answers should shape your search.
And second, do you want newness or do you want character? Because a new home can give you that low maintenance feel, better function, and a more modern layout. But at the same time, an older home gives you charm, it gives you character, it gives you location, mature trees, and scarcity.
Third, do you need land or convenience? If yard space, fewer neighbors, and privacy matters the most to you, you might need to be farther out. But if convenience, restaurants, shopping, schools, and daily errands matter to you, you might need to give up the land part.
And fourth, are you buying for lifestyle or resale? Now, most people want both, mind you, but generally one leads the decision over the other.
Also, lake or golf community may be a lifestyle-driven purchase. A classic West Knox location may be more for a long-term demand. A new construction you may find about functionality and convenience. Once you're really dialed in, what's leading the decision, the search gets clearer.
And fifth, this is an important one. What will the home feel like in 5 years? Is the commute gonna still be the same? Are the stairs gonna make sense? Will the yard be too much maintenance? Will future developments hurt or help the area that you're living in? And will the floor plan still fit your lifestyle in that 5-year future? Now, let's cover the biggest mistakes buyers make in this price range.
First is thinking that expensive means perfection. Older upper-end homes might still need updates. New construction can still have issues. Lake homes can still have dock, slope, access, or maintenance is questioned.
The second mistake is ignoring the lot. We're talking slope, drainage, driveway, privacy, road noise, backyard usability, sun exposure, and future full potential all matter. You can change the paint and the countertops. You can, however, not change the land.
The third mistake is buying the biggest instead of the better fit. 5,000 square feet home is not always better than a 32 with a higher resale value, better layout, better yard, and better land.
And another common mistake is trusting the area too much, because Knoxville is extremely pocket specific. 2 different houses that are 5 minutes away can feel completely different.
And can have different pricing. That's why you never start with what's the best neighborhood, because we do get those phone calls and said, I'm trying to move to Knoxville, what's the best neighborhood? And that's not the first question. The first question is, what kind of lifestyle are you trying to build here in Knoxville?
If you want that established Knoxville character, you may think about Sequoyah Hills, Bearden, Westmoreland, Rocky Hills, and some of those other nearby pockets.
If you want suburban convenience and proven West Knoxville demand, Farragut, Concord, and Northshore might be part of your search.
Now, if you're looking for new construction, a more modern layout is your high priority, Hardin Valley and select growth areas are the places for you.
For lake, golf, and resort style living, Blount County, Tellico Village, Tennessee National, and similar areas around might be worth comparing.
Now, if you're looking for that outdoor access, that river proximity, or a less traditional Knoxville feel, South Knoxville and Lakemore Hills is the place for you.
If you want airport mountain access and strong community feel, Maryville Alcoa and all parts in Blount County might be for you.
Now, here's the bottom line. If you're in that $750,000 to $1 million price range, it's not about the house with the most upgrades.
Now, the best home is the one that is gonna be hard to replace combination. And I mean, it's location you cannot recreate. A lot that will be very difficult to find again. A view that is rare. A commute that protects your time. A floor plan that fits your lifestyle. And a neighborhood with a long-term demand.
Because let's be honest, kitchen, you can change that. Lights, you can change that. Paint, that can be changed.
But you cannot move the house to a better street. You cannot make the loud road quieter. And you cannot put mature trees overnight. I mean, you could, but it could be very, very expensive.
Right. And you can move a house too.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably don't want to go down that road.
It's just that you cannot turn the wrong lifestyle into the right one because you just looked that it was a pretty house online.
And truly, that's the real luxury at this price point. It's not only finishes, it's fit, it's time, it's privacy, convenience, and peace of mind. And if you're relocating here, that's where local guidance really, really matters. Because online searches can show you listings, and it's easy. You take a look at a picture and you're like, wow, that looks amazing. But the truth behind the story is, what's the commute like? Who's the backyard neighbor? What are the long-term plans? And most importantly, what's the exit strategy? What's the resale value of the home?
So if you're thinking to move to Knoxville, Farragut, Hardin Valley, Loudoun, Maryville, Oak Ridge, or anywhere around East Tennessee, you need to reach out to us. We would love to help you build the right plan.
And comment 750K down below if you want us to send you the places we would compare at this price point.
And tell us in the comments if your budget is $750,000 to $1 million. Would you rather have a newer home, more land, lake access, or a classic Knoxville neighborhood?
Your answer says so much about where you should be looking to buy a house in Knoxville.
And don't forget to subscribe to Living Life in Knoxville for more videos of Knoxville real estate, relocation neighborhoods, and what buyers and sellers need to know before making a move.
We'll see you guys next time.